Yeah.
Punchline, how the hell are you? Come on. Finally, a comedian with a mortgage. Am I right? Who's ready for a little diversity, equity, and insurrection? Yeah. I can't tell if this is rock bottom or just my life. Do you know that? You're like, oh, this is the way it's going to be. This is good. I'm not even a comic. I was just outside yelling about the government. Yeah, put him on. He seems stable. I was yelling about the war in Ukraine. None of us can find Ukraine on a map, except for me. I'm on a dating app. But coffee meets landmine. But that's not the point. Our stupid government has sent them $175 billion. Think what we could do with that money in the Bay Area. We could buy 10 houses. It's a real estate joke. I reserved this table for my family. They're going to be here. They support my comedy dreams. San Francisco, feel it out. You guys pro-Trump or anti-Trump? Let's figure it out. That was supposed to be funny. He's doing a lot of crazy shit, like impactful stuff, but he's doing a lot of like crazy stuff that reminds me of my stoner roommate days in the 90s. Like, we should buy Greenland. It's like, what? It's green. They have weed. And we'll change it to the Gulf of America. Then we won't need a passport to surf. We're like, all right, Kyle, take another bong hit. One thing I think we can all agree on, we do need to shut down the border. We do need to stop illegal immigration. We need to keep out those dirty, filthy Canadians. We don't need your maple syrup. Isn't that funny? I say dirty, filthy Canadians, hilarious. Dirty, filthy Mexicans, canceled. Let's address the elephant in the room. I am old. Who's old here? Who's over 29 years old? Come on. Raise your torn rotator cuff. Come on. It doesn't get better, young people. Like, my knees hurt when I play soccer. My back hurts when I'm awake. At my age, I'll admit it, sometimes it's difficult to maintain an erection while I'm strangling a hitchhiker. Am I right, sir? It's a joke. I get very hard. Die, drifter! I don't get booked a lot, but I am old. I recently turned 50 4 years ago, and I have health insurance. It's not real insurance. It's Kaiser, but they sent me a letter, and it said, congratulations, you're 50, you're old, and you haven't died yet. But since you are old, you're probably going to start dying of stuff, and we have to legally obligated to test you. And since you're a fellow, we're going to test you for colon cancer. And instead of coming in getting expensive tests on an expensive machine with a trained professional, you're just going to shit in this bag and mail it to the boys in the lab. It's essentially what it says. Everyone's a colonoscopist now. And so I did my business in the bag. You can see it on my OnlyFans. And I got to make a living. And I have it. And it literally has a biohazard sign on. I'm not going to put it in my mailbox. I know what's in there. So I walked down to the neighborhood mailbox. And as I'm mailing it, I thought to myself, finally a legitimate reason for me to be sending my feces in the mail, right? We've all gone through a bad breakup. Things left unsaid. You couldn't put it into words. But you could put it in a bag and mail it to that cheating whore? Yeah. I'm single. Not a lot of patriotism, I realize, in the country anymore. But I like America. I like a lot of them. We got a lot of cool stuff. We got In-N-Out Burger. We got racism. We got Van Halen. We got all kinds of cool shit. We have the First Amendment. Comedians' favorite thing is the First Amendment, the Constitution. Whatever I can say, whatever I want up here. Perfect. You don't like it? What do we got? Second Amendment. Pull out my gun and I shoot you. If that doesn't work, what do we have? Third Amendment. Nobody knows what that is. I looked it up. The government can't force you to house troops in times of peace. All right. So if ever they come up and try to put a garrison in your house, just realize you got to exercise your Third Amendment right. Right, guys? How the hell are you guys doing? Nice. How much weed do you guys have? This is good. I got to get out of this. I'm in therapy, obviously. Yeah. It took me a while to find a new therapist, and nowadays it's like looking for a date. You can just scroll through the pictures of your therapist, and there's all these cool, well-put-together black guys. Like, I could feel like, no, I don't want that. I don't want to complain. They're like, get back to work, cracker. And it's like, I found the perfect therapist for me. Whiter than me, older than me, balder than me, with a long silver ponytail. That's the guy for me. Somebody knows about holding on to false hope. I just learned recently you can text 911. Do you know that? Young people don't want to talk on the phone. The millennials, they'd rather risk their lives because they're uncomfortable on the phone. Can you imagine some millennial walking out of Lake Merritt in Oakland? They get stabbed. 911, what's your emergency? First of all, my name's Hayden, they, them pronoun. What's the nature of your emergency? Oh, I'm low-key bleeding out. This is the ick. It's kind of chuggy. This is not going to lie. Where are you located? South of the sideshow. Could you be more specific? Help is on the way. Could you describe your attacker? Nice try, pig. Hashtag defund the police. But I will say, for statistical purposes and hopeful future funding, they were all historically disadvantaged. Who's your favorite comedian? Jason Cole. Thank you very much. All right, that's my set. Enjoy the rest of the show. Follow me on social media. I'm selling a couch on Craigslist. Thank you.